in the old coastal town of Mahdia, where the Tunisian winds carried the scent of jasmine and the Mediterranean hummed like an eternal hymn, lived a young woman named Amirah Zahra. She was gentle in her words, but strong in her heart, known for her kindness to strangers and her luminous smile that could soften even the roughest souls. But hidden behind that smile was a river of sorrow. Her younger brother Siraj had fallen into a lingering sadness. Once cheerful like spring rain, he now walked with a heavy spirit, feeling unseen and unloved by the world. Their mother had passed away years ago, and though Amirah tried to fill the void, Siraj felt an emptiness that no words could mend. One warm evening, as the call to Maghrib echoed across the red rooftops, Amirah found Siraj sitting alone on the stone steps outside their home, gazing at the horizon as if searching for something far beyond the sea. "Siraj," she whispered, as she sat beside him, "why does your heart wander so far away?" He sighed. "I feel like nothing in this life is beautiful anymore. Everything is dull, heavy, meaningless." Amirah looked at him with tear-bright eyes, then said softly, "Let me tell you something. The messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, told us." Siraj lifted his gaze. She recited, letting every word fall like pearls. "Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said, in paradise there is a river called Al-Kawthar. Its banks are made of gold and pearls. Its soil is more fragrant than musk, and its water is sweeter than honey and whiter than snow." Siraj blinked. "A river in paradise?" "Yes," she smiled, "and it waits for those who hold on to goodness, even when life feels heavy. You think this world is dull, but that is because your soul is thirsty for something far more beautiful." Her words settled deep into his heart, like dawn light sinking into the sea. That night, Siraj could not sleep. The description of Al-Kawthar danced in his thoughts. The golden banks, the pearly flow, the musky soil, the sweetness of water that no earthly fountain could ever imitate. The next morning, he walked to the old market square of Mahdia. There, he met an elderly man named Nasim Jibril, known for his wisdom that shimmered like hidden treasure. Nasim noticed Siraj's troubled expression and asked, "Why does your heart tremble like an autumn leaf, my son?" Siraj hesitated, then told him everything: the heaviness, the emptiness, the words of the Hadith, the dream of Al-Kawthar. Nasim placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. "My boy, the path to Al-Kawthar begins here, not in far lands, but in the way you smile, the way you forgive, the way you lift others even when your own spirit feels weak. Every act of goodness is a drop from that river flowing into your heart." Something sparked within Siraj, a small flame, but real. He decided that day to change his life, not with grand gestures, but tiny acts of beauty. He began helping elderly neighbors without being asked. He brought fresh dates to the masjid every Juma. He whispered prayers for strangers at night. He greeted children with kindness and fed stray cats behind the souk. Slowly, like the Tunisian sunrise brightening the sea, Siraj's soul began to heal. Months passed, and the town noticed the transformation. People began calling him Siraj al-Misbah, the lamp of light. One afternoon, as he and Amirah walked along the shimmering coastline, he said, "Sister, I feel something growing inside me, a peace I've never known." Amirah smiled. "That is the river you heard about, flowing toward you." Siraj looked at the horizon, imagining a river with golden shores and pearly currents. "Al-Kawthar," he whispered. "It feels closer now."